It looks like a simple cardboard box, but if you ask Chuck Warren, it's a lifesaver that falls from heaven.
We've got the possibility of delivering ammunition or radio equipment batteries or any kind of emergency gear that might be needed. Roger, call base to final.
Chuck designed the CopterBox for military use.
I spent 2 years in Vietnam flying aircraft and working on support missions with special forces.
But its future might be in disaster relief.
For example, here in North Carolina where we are, out on the Outer Banks about every 8 or 10 years we have a huge hurricane. Well, there's 3 or 4 towns out there that actually have hospitals and everything. But if the roads and the bridges are washed out due to tidal surge or whatever, those people are stranded out there for 4 or 5 days until the road can be repaired.
It's called a disposable airdrop delivery system, but more simply, it's a cardboard box that spins as it falls.
We're going to put in some MREs. We've got a bag of rice. We've got an emergency poncho. We've got some canned fruit, bar of soap.
Everything a person in distress needs can be packed inside.
We've got some fire starting kits. We've got a flashlight and a tool kit. And we have some cooking utensils that we'll include in to cook the rice with.
The box comes with some assembly required.
Rotor blades. We have the hub assemblies and deployment system.
There's a honeycomb layer that softens the impact when the package lands, and a metal cage that keeps everything together. It's just like packing a suitcase, being careful to put the heavy stuff on the bottom.
We can put 16 in each box, and the reason we don't use large cans is because if we break a large can, then you've lost all the water. But with the 1.5 liter bottles, it's like literally not putting all your eggs in one basket.
Eggs, by the way, are one thing you don't deliver in a CopterBox. The rotor blade assembly is really the key to what makes the CopterBox special. Without the blades, you would just be throwing a cardboard box out of the plane. A nylon string keeps them from bending backwards, and a simple metal rod serves as a hinge. The blades cause the box to spin. This decreases the airspeed to a point where the landing, while undeniably violent, is not catastrophic. Chuck designed it with the help from his son, Chase.
In the early days, in 1995, we even used a 1987 Ford Taurus station wagon with a frame hooked to the front to do reverse wind tunnel testing. We had an ultralight aircraft airspeed indicator and a scale so we could measure force, and we measured all sorts of data from different rotor blade shapes, rotor blade pitch angles, and had quite a bit of fun doing it too.
The rotary motion helps keep the package on target. It's less susceptible to crosswinds that would blow a parachute off the mark. The package is small enough to be easily carried by 1 or 2 people and delivered by a small passenger plane.
With large payload parachute equipment, you typically have to have extensive and expensive ground handling equipment, where with a CopterBox, anybody who has access to a small aircraft would have the ability to tailor their loads to the situation that they find themselves in.
Today's test is from 200 meters.
Okay, the drop zone is clear, you're clear to drop.
And the landing target is a grass airstrip outside Chuck's workshop. The airspeed is just 10 meters per second. But the landing is anything but graceful.
Let's open that up and inspect it. Batteries, food, tools, all intact. It looks good.
Looks like no knife required to open it.
The busted box has no cause for concern.
We're going to throw it away anyway, or we're going to burn it for fuel.
Disposable is the whole concept.
That's the whole point, is that it is a one-time use device. The rest of the box is, there's parts of it are salvageable. We could use the rotor hub for a cooking grill, and actually the drogue chute kind of makes a handy carry bag. or we can just burn the box to cook the food.
It's not fancy, but at just $600 a piece, Chuck Warren might have an emergency relief device that's right on target.